Everybody, welcome back to Matt and Stu Review, where we're taking a look at your favorite toys from yesterday and today. Stuart, what do we have on the table?
Today, we're going to take a look at the new Batman Adventures Girls Night Out 3-pack from McFarlane Toys.
All right.
So we've got Supergirl, we've got Poison Ivy, and we've got Livewire.
Okay. I know Supergirl and Poison Ivy. I don't remember Livewire. What's that one?
So Livewire was a villain. I believe she originated in the Superman animated series, actually, is where she made her debut. So she wasn't on Batman very often. And she was voiced by Lori Petty, Tank Girl. Just one thing I always remember.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And I do, I guess Supergirl is not really a Batman thing. She's like DC Universe, obviously. But they made some appearances in the Batman cartoon, but I don't think I've watched the newer version yet a whole lot.
Well, so this 3-pack is actually from a certain episode of the new Batman Adventures.
Okay.
And if you remember, I'm sure you did watch the new Batman Adventures. Essentially, when they changed Batman's symbol from yellow to just a black bat, and they kind of like streamlined all the designs. They changed Poison Ivy from having like normal human flesh color to having the like kind of off color skin.
It like aligned. Like the art style kind of shifted into like the more Superman animated series.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. I do remember that. Yeah.
Featured Batgirl more, featured Robin more, featured Nightwing more.
Yeah.
It was more Bat family centric.
More toy friendly too.
More toy friendly. I was going to say, I believe it was more kid friendly. You know, some of the like depth of those original BTAS episodes was lost to the new Batman Adventures.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's take a look at these figures. So one interesting thing about this line is McFarlane is currently making the Batman animated series line, but he's making them as a sort of continuation of an older DC Collectibles line where this sort of figure style started. So if you grab one of these figures here, take a look at the way the hips and the legs move, the articulation of those. They're absolutely terrible. They're so ugly. I hate them. These are my worst hips in the world. I just can't stand them.
Weird, yeah.
And so McFarlane doesn't usually do hips like that, but he's continued that on from the tooling, of the previous lines. So in order to make new characters that continue to work with like the existing toy line, he copied the articulation. So this is one from that original DC Collectibles line. Also has those weird hips, too many joints. Just put a ball and socket in there.
That's the thing. It's like it's not even too many joints. It's just it seems like old style.
Yeah.
Like toy manufacturing or something like that. But like I don't even think old toys were like this. It's like it's just a really weird way to break down a figure and its like posability.
It is. And as a result, I don't find these figures much fun to play with, to pose, to take photos of. Like if you just want every character from the DC animated universe standing on your shelf, these are great. Another thing you'll notice is they all come with a stand because they can't stand by themselves.
Yeah, they don't seem to stand up very well. Maybe Supergirl would because she has bigger feet.
Yeah, but that annoys.
Have like tiny feet.
That kind of annoys me too. Why does Supergirl have those giant clod stompers and everybody else has got tiny feet that don't let them stand up?
Because she's into like kicking butt, yo.
Sure.
Yeah. Although her hips are weird too. I guess she's got a skirt that just covers her hips.
Yeah.
But it's like an overmolded skirt. So I mean, there is some like. The other figures seem really simple compared to this one, I would say.
Yeah.
She has a rubberized cape, rubberized hair, rubberized skirt over top of like posable normal legs. So they're like articulated. But like this is just like a hard plastic hair. Her hair is hard plastic.
Yeah.
So fairly simple characters.
Super simple characters. Really I worry about posing them as well, especially their elbows. I actually broke one of the wrists on Livewire trying to get her electrical effect in her hand.
Oh yeah.
So, I think these are good figures if you just want some figures to stand on your shelf. I don't really think they're made to play with.
Yeah, and as far as like, I don't know, I mean, honestly, these are pretty terrible.
Yeah. Also, the scale doesn't match anything else.
Well, do they fit like Batman stuff? Batman's always been kind of a weird scale. Like I think back to like 90s Batman toys that were like kind of scrawny and weird and small.
Yeah.
But these don't fit that. But like maybe the modern continuation of that, or
I think they basically fit with their own line, and that's it. Not even with all McFarlane toys, but just with their the continued Batman animated series DC collectible line.
Do you have a Batman in this series?
I do not have a Batman in that series.
Oh, okay. Is it just because they're dumb looking, or
I
don't like them?
I have the Mafex Batman animated series Batman figure, and that's like the best one. So
I don't know what that means.
It's just a different brand. It's a Japanese import.
Well, you have like 1,000 Batman. So,
I do.
Like, but you don't have one of this line specifically.
I don't have this line's Batman.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
If you remember the animated Batman animated series toy line from our youth, like they almost seem the right size to go with that Batman.
Yeah, it seemed a little bit totally. Like their heads are different proportion and stuff. I mean, they're very true to the cartoon.
They are.
So like as far as if you wanted something that like really looks like the cartoon, hang it on the shelf. I think they're good. If it's like a toy you're gonna play with, maybe not as much.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Part of the reason that I love action figures is putting together characters from, all of these different worlds and having them, have some semblance of working together. And as long as they're within scale, you can usually do that.
Yep.
These are, I would say, useless for that. The McFarlane series comes with just hands, one effect for Livewire.
Are these 3 characters available individually?
I don't believe so.
No, so you have to buy the whole set.
Yes.
I was wondering maybe if they were sold individually, they'd have more accessories, but like, what does Supergirl have as an accessory? Nothing.
Yeah.
So I mean, I get that. Harley Quinn, though, she's got some cool like big cartoony gun, jester thing like that. That's not really part of this review, but it's at least good to compare the old version versus like the new McFarlane rehash.
Yeah, and I'd say I do feel like even the plastic feels a little higher quality. The paint apps are a little more involved.
The paint looks crisper for sure. Yeah, these look kind of cheap, frankly.
Yeah.
Like the face on Supergirl's goofy looking. And like her eyes are done way better than like Supergirl's eyes.
Well, I know that you're a big Supergirl fan.
I am.
And I wanted to get this pack so that we could take a look at it, but I did wait for it to go on sale.
Ah, yeah, there you go. Yeah, fair enough. Yes. I mean, if you're a completionist and you're looking to have like the complete set or have something that just like hangs out on the shelf and you really love the animated series, then I think they would make sense. Other than that, yeah.
So Matt, it sounds like we're both pretty lukewarm on these figures.
Yep.
What is your overall rating for the set, and then who's your favorite of the 3?
I'll start with my favorite, obviously Supergirl. Always been a big fan of Supergirl. She's like my favorite cosplay, costume, favorite property, especially like amongst all the DC females out there. So yeah, she's definitely my favorite. And then rating, I'm gonna give him like a 5 out of 10. Maybe even a 4 out of 10. They're pretty low on the totem pole. Bad figure design. Here, like the faces look kind of goofy. The one thing is they're true to the look of the series, and like that later Batman animated, like New Adventures version of the animated series, I have less like nostalgia for, so I'm less attached to it. So I'm gonna stick 4 out of 10.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, my favorite of the line, I gotta say Livewire. I always liked that character. I always liked Lori Petty. I'm not a huge fan of either of the other 2 characters, and like you said, I much prefer the old design of Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
As far as the whole set of figures goes, I'm gonna go with you and give them a 4. I think, like I said, for the way that I enjoy my action figures, they're just not that fun. I think they're fine if you want to have some animated figures on your shelf and never touch them.
There you go. So we want to hear from you. What is your favorite character redesign from the new Batman Adventures rehash? Personally, I think I was into the Robin redesign. Like a little more edge. All the characters are like a little sharper looking.
Yeah.
So I think he was kind of a cool one. And I don't know, he was just like a new Robin. I think I was a little bit more excited as a kid about that one. Stuart, what about you?
I gotta go with Scarecrow. We went from kind of like the goofy Scarecrow of the original Batman animated series to a super menacing, dark Scarecrow.
He was scary.
He was
I mean, I was a little bit older
scary.
of a kid, but I was like, oh yeah, like, that guy's like, he could give you some nightmares as a young one.
Thanks for watching. This has been the new Batman Adventures Girls Night Out 3-pack from McFarlane Toys. Livewire, Supergirl, and Poison Ivy.
All right. And if you like toys interviews like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next episode. Bye.